What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, it has now been made official, as everybody wanted to have the questions answered for YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul, who is 5 wins, no losses, no draws, 4 wins by way of knockout. Jake Paul is 25 years of age, 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach. Everybody was eager and willing and anxious to see Jake Paul face off against an actual boxer, right? He was scheduled to face off against the younger brother of 3-time heavyweight world champion, undefeated WBC heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer Tyson Fury, his younger brother Tommy Fury. Well, Tommy Fury is caught in the web with the unfortunate situation with MTK Global and Daniel Kinahan, and Tyson Fury, as well as Tommy Fury and Yuri Fury and Big John Fury, are all prohibited from traveling to the United States. So he cannot fight Tommy Fury, but he's going to fight an even better boxer than Tommy Fury. Now, Jake Paul, the question will be answered, because he's going to fight the son of former heavyweight world champion, American heavyweight world champion, superstar boxer Hasim Rahman. He's now going to face Hasim Rahman Jr., who is 12 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 6 wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, 6'3", with a 76-inch arm reach, okay? So Hasim Rahman, he lost his last fight to James Morrison. That's the son of Tommy Morrison. Okay, he was knocked out in the 5th round of that fight. But prior to that, you know, he was viewed as, you know, upcoming special fighter, right? You know, the son of a former world champion, Hasim Rahman Sr., you know. So now he's going to face an official boxer. Okay, we know Jake Paul, you know, he's faced the likes of, you know, Tyron Woodley twice, who is a UFC mixed martial arts specialist and legend and Hall of Famer. Okay, but he's not a boxer, but he's a striker in the UFC. Then he faced Ben Askren, who was another UFC striker, UFC fighter, was making his debut. Prior to that, he fought NBA, National Basketball Association's superstar, you know, and Nate Robinson. And before that, he fought Ali Asen Gibb, who was a YouTuber himself, right? So this is the very first time now I've been calling for, and many people have been calling for, Jake Paul to face off against Kendall Gill, okay? Many people wanted to see him fight Kendall Gill. Kendall Gill is a former NBA, you know, legend, okay? But he's also a professional boxer with 5 professional fights, and he's undefeated as well. But he specializes, unlike Nate Robinson, who walked off the NBA court and got off his couch and decided to, you know, try his hand at the sport of boxing. Kendall Gill is not that, and Kendall Gill is a big guy. Nate Robinson is about 5'7", you know, 5'8", if that, you know. He's not a very big guy, you know, and Jake Paul obviously is a big guy, right? Jake Paul is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, okay? Nate Robinson is 5'7", 5'8", you know, with the, you know, a 69-inch arm reach. So he's not a big guy. He's a pretty small guy, okay? That's not the case with Kendall Gill. Kendall Gill is an actual boxer, 6'5", okay? Has a 78-inch arm reach, okay? He's undefeated, and he's well versed at the sport of boxing. He's actually been, you know, competing and is an undefeated actual professional boxer, okay? Again, unlike Nate Robinson. So when he brutally knocked out Nate Robinson, naturally the world called for Jake Paul to fight a real NBA boxer, right? And that is met with falling on deaf ears, as Jake Paul and his team, they continue to pretend they don't know who Kendall Gill is, okay? Everybody knows who Kendall Gill is. For one, he's a superstar in the NBA. For two, he's an actual boxer, right? And we've had Shaquille O'Neal, and you had Shaquille O'Neal, and you had Charles Barkley, and Stephen A. Smith. They calling for him to fight Kendall Gill. So, but he continues to act like he don't know who Kendall Gill is. That's all good. Now he's going to fight a real boxer and Hasim Rahman Jr. Okay, and now we're going to see how he fares with the official boxer, right? Because again, like I said, Hasim Rahman was before his last fight and before this last knockout loss he suffered in the 5th round. He was winning the fight. He got tired in the 5th round and he got knocked out. Okay, he fatigued in the 5th round and he got knocked out. It wasn't like he wasn't winning the fight. He got tired. He was ill prepared, condition wise, and he was knocked out. But he was winning that fight. But nonetheless, he lost. But he's a official boxer, and he's a big official boxer. He's not a small guy. He's actually bigger than Jake Paul, and he comes from a family lineage of professional boxing. So with that said, now the questions that everybody has been asking about Jake Paul will be answered. Okay, and then after this fight with Hasim Rahman Jr., he's going to have to stay the path of fighting now official boxers, right? Or I want to see him fight Kendall Gill. Make it happen, okay? I truly want to see him fight Kendall Gill. If he gets past Hasim Rahman, right, the hype around Jake Paul is going to get even bigger, okay? It's just going to grow immensely because Hasim Rahman is an official boxer, okay? And again, like I said, Jake Paul is not a bad boxer, right? He's a novice, right? He's just coming up in the sport of boxing. It's that Jake Paul switched his profession, okay, from being a YouTube sensation to being a professional boxer. And, people look at that, it's frowned upon, and, the fighters that he's fighting, he's knocking out is guys, who aren't, official boxers, right? He's knocking out, guys that are YouTube sensations and he's knocking out YouTube sensations, and he's knocking out, NBA players and former NBA players and former UFC legends. These are the guys he's knocking out, opposed to, actual boxers. So, but if you look at, anybody's, you look at your favorite fighters, career when they first started out in their first 10 to 15 fights, they're cab drivers, ex-cab drivers, firemen, and, probably UFC fighters and, all types of stuff, right? Because you're just trying to get your feet wet. You're not having them. It's very rare that they compete. You do something like 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko did, coming right out the gates and fighting for world titles right out the gates. But he was already established with 450 amateur fights, or 350-1 or something of that magnitude, 2 Olympic gold medalists, and he was already 25, 26 years of age when he came out the Olympics, right? When he came as a professional. So that's not the case with Jake Paul. He stepped out of a completely different discipline, right? And now he's coming into, the actual boxing world. And so with that said, we have to see how this unfolds and plays out, right? And now he's going to get a true test. And from here on out, now everybody's going to be expecting to see Jake Paul face off against the best. Not the best, but to say face off against boxers. I'm saying the best, not the best, but you're going to expect to see him face off against actual boxers. So if he's going to step into that entertainment world to have a fight another entertainer, it's going to have to be in the form of Kendall Gill, because Kendall Gill can compete with Hasim Rahman. You understand what I'm saying? Kendall Gill can compete with the likes of Hasim Rahman. You understand what I'm saying? He's on that level. So you want to fight a guy coming from a different discipline in basketball into the world of boxing, then Kendall Gill is going to have to be your guy. So he gets past Hasim Rahman. It's going to be impressive. And then we want to see him fight Kendall Gill or other boxers, period. So now all the questions will be answered. So this looks like this fight is going to take place, again, Tommy Fury is more of a novice, in my opinion. Tommy Fury, again, like Ben Askren Askren and Tyron Woodley. He's coming out of a different discipline. So August 6th of this next month, you're gonna get Jake Paul versus Hasim Rahman Jr. Can't wait. Now I want to see how it all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.